Welcome to Africa Talent Hunt TV. And today we found one of the amazing talent located in Kumasi, Asaf. And he is a fashionista. And we are going to have a great discussion with him. And I'm your guy or your host. Yeah, okay. Stay tuned. Mia, like this saying,
Really, I don't know.
Mia say, and today we are here to have a discussion with you about how amazing your craft are, or let's say your designs are. Because I really wanted, the world to see how you are performing greatly as an entrepreneur. So I decided to come and have a discussion or chat with you. So yes, like we would like to for you to tell us about yourself, how you started, where
Mm,
everything started
okay, my real name is from Mensa.
from performance.
Yeah, from Mensa.
But I learned people know you are called Zakten,
Yeah,
Zakten,
Zakten is
Zakten.
just a brand name. A
How,
brand name.
okay, Zakten. How
Yeah.
did you came up with?
Oh, at first the name wasn't Zakten. It
Mm,
was Zako.
okay.
Yeah, like I was looking like a House of Folk chairman. I think that was 2000. So yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. So they used to call me Zako. So when I tend to be a fashion designer, I decided to just make the name short to be a
Zakten, okay.
And I used to be a footballer, so I like 10 jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, so me
So you
getting
decided
that,
to add
yeah,
number 10.
yeah, this, and I believe 10 is a very perfect number for me.
Okay, that's
That's what
pretty
I
nice.
believe. So I use that 10 for my
That's pretty
clothing
nice.
line. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Mhm.
And okay, so your name is Frimpong
From Paul Mensa.
Mensa. Okay, nice name. So Frimpong Mensa, where did you start your education and coming up to this level?
Truly speaking, as for me, I don't have education background too much because I think I just completed a DHS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so I my plan was to be a footballer.
Mm-hmm.
So I started working hard, and you see, football, no, if you reach a time and you find out that you are not going up there, you just have to think twice and find something better to do. Because at like my time, I was thinking like football is a full-time job. So I decided not to go to tertiary, that blah blah blah. So I was working hard, and people who knows me knows that I was very good a footballer.
Yeah,
And
because I have
like
seen your skills before.
because yeah, and sometimes you can't decide for yourself. The nature always have its own decision. So it reached a time for me to decide that no, I'm not going to play football again because I've seen people like me reaching to a level like 30, 40. They still have a vision like playing football. And I decided like the age that I was that then, no, now, if I continue playing football and it doesn't work out for me, come on, I'm going to be on the street begging friends to
Give
sort
you
me
some,
out. And
yeah.
I decided one day to just quit the football and do what is in me. Yeah. And me being a like fashion, if you know me well, you see fashion is something gifted. Like my family, all of them, more than 80% of my family are fashion designers. So I choose to be.
Okay, that's pretty
Mhm.
nice. Really nice and interesting. And I love how you manage yourself in a way, you tune your mind like, okay, I know if this one doesn't work out for me,
Yeah.
I need to shift to
Yeah,
different thing.
like a plan
A
B.
plan
Fashion was
B,
a plan B
yes.
for me.
And maybe you might have a plan C over there, but you haven't ignited because
Yeah.
you already you're on plan B, still
Mhm.
hammering on it.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yes. So I do really like and admire
Mm.
your courage and how
Mhm.
you move yourself, you know. So okay, being on this, let's say, like we are on education part of, about
Mhm.
yourself. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about a few questions about, so being a fashionista, have you been to any fashion school to acquire any certificates, to the
Oh,
level?
okay. Like, truly speaking, none.
Wow.
I've learned from a lot of people, but like fashion certificate and that stuff, none. Uh, some people were advising me to get that certificate, and I asked them a lot of questions that what would that certificate help me to? They
Exactly.
say that okay, it can help you to be a fire service like um, a police, like a lot of things, and I decided I have to know myself and know myself better. So the time that I'll go there to waste, why
Mhm.
don't I, like me, I like learning physical things. You see, I like learning physical things. So that idea that they were giving to me, and I found out that no, it's not going to help me, because if somebody want me to sew some design for him or her, the person won't come because of mine, the certificate.
Yes,
It
you
depends on what
your
I will do. You
designs
see, yeah.
exactly.
So I
I
waste
love
no time.
I love that spirit.
I ignore all that. So sometimes I want to encourage people that nah, it's not always this thing, because I know people who have been in tertiary, they have the certificate, like they are mastered their fashion design, but they can never even sew any design,
Mhm.
but they have that certificate. And in this business, if you want me to do some design for you, you won't base it on the certificate.
Certificate because you already brand yourself to a certain level. You
Yeah.
have your
Mhm.
some of your design that seems
Yeah,
amazing.
you won't say that maybe you completed this and that you have this certificate, so I want you to, so nah, it's all based on the work that I've been doing for people for you to see. You see, that's the reason why that I ignore all that and be on my part. So right now, I will say that, oh, but it's good. It's not that I'm condemning you having a certificate. Very nice. If I have a chance, I would even play to get that. But for me, I don't have it, and I'm still doing great. So I want to encourage people who don't have it to be on like what they want to be. If
Mhm.
you don't have it, that doesn't mean that you cannot never be what you want to be. I don't have it, but if you see my real, like if you go through my works, you see that this guy is doing very great, and I
And
believe that.
yes,
Yeah.
indeed, yes,
Hmm.
indeed, you are doing
Hmm. Yeah.
amazing designs. And from this segment, we will showcase a whole lot of your designs to the public for them to know how you've been doing
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
massive
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur, starting from the scratch to where you are right now. So, like coming into let's say fashion, being a fashionista, who whom do you see as your role model, or whom do you admire most in fashion world?
Okay, me, as I was saying, like I was in my mind, I always want to be a footballer.
Mhm.
And don't forget that I've already told you
Yeah,
that
you've
in
already.
my family, we have more than 80% of fashion designers, seamstress. We have that. I think it was a blessing from God. We have that talent. So I did not go far, because I don't believe like somebody can say, I want to play like a C Ronaldo. You don't know the particular play that C Ronaldo been through before getting that pass. So
Yes.
it was close to me to take my one of my fathers, like as a role model. You see, so I think,
He nurtured you.
yeah, like I know him very well, where he from, like things that he been doing. So like I was the eyewitness, and I can say, oh, this and that for what my father have been through. Like if I do the same thing, or if I maintain the skill, I can become what I'm right now.
Okay,
So
okay,
that encouraged me to be.
okay.
So my father was my role model, not my biological father, but you see, in Asante, if your
Let's say your uncle.
yeah, my uncle,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
But
say
I
your
call
uncle.
him father, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
because now when it comes to the
Yeah,
account, or let's say the
yeah,
Asantis,
mhm,
our uncle that people call, let's say
yeah, yeah, your father,
foreigners call them uncle. We call
uh,
them our fathers
our father
because
says,
they will be the predecessors
yeah,
of
yeah,
our fathers.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
they are automatically our
yeah, our
fathers.
father says.
So okay, what's your greatest strength?
My greatest strength, I would say God.
Okay,
Yeah, I would say God. I just believe that I have to do my best, and I allow God to do the rest.
okay, okay,
And can do spirit is never something that I admire. I don't know the word can do.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And for your design, do you have names for it?
more. Every design get its own name.
Its own name.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So which of them is your favorite?
Ah. right now, I used to have my favorite, but right now I think I don't have one.
Okay, you want the old one.
You know what they call it? Lape, like
Lappe.
a coat lape. I made a design. It was kaftan,
Okay.
like one shirt, but when you wear it, it will look on you like a suit.
Okay.
So I decided that we have a lot of people who don't like wearing suit because you wear the inner and jacket.
Uh-huh.
They say, "Oh, my pim pim too much."
Yeah.
So they want something simple, and I
So
made a single design that you have
you
all the
killed
quality.
okay, you killed two bears.
Yeah, with
with
one
one
stone.
stone.
Yeah, you got what I mean. You got what I
Quite
mean. Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah,
Quite
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I love
So
the idea.
that design used to be my favorite, and more than that was more than 3 years or 4 years ago. So I've been creating, and a lot of design been getting me.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And so, okay, tell me about an important lesson you've learned in the fashion world or as a
Okay,
fashion designer.
as a fashion designer, I always say that what I want to be, I'm not there yet, but I see that it wasn't like the way that I started. We have been through a lot. And what I will always advise people who want to be a fashion designer is to create their own designs.
Mhm.
That make you you. That
And
makes you
unique.
you, like
And
unique.
unique.
You see, we have a lot of design that I've created. Like if you want the originality of that design, you have to come to Zakten.
Yes.
If not, you won't get the like the quality
Actual
of the
quality.
actual. Yeah,
Even the material that you
yes,
use to
yes. You
create
see,
that.
you see, I can post a design, and the way that you will say that won't be the first car. Like you see, we have some editing and that blah blah blah. So if you just see, I saw it on Facebook and you say you do the same thing, trust me, believe me. If yours is there, mine is there, you will
See
see
the difference.
difference. You see. So I will advise them to create their own design. That's what we started.
Mhm.
I started like it's not like if you bring me a design from like if somebody created a design, you see it interesting, you want me to show to you. I won't do it. I will do it perfectly for you. You see, but me myself,
Your
I have
best sold, designs,
my best so
or let me say most sold
also
designs.
I don't know like I've not studied like I have I think I don't know for now unless I sit down and
Calculate.
calculate or ask my boys because yeah
Calculate it for you.
because I don't know.
Okay, so you just mentioned your voice and all this stuff. So, do you think in an apprentice and people that you nurture them, give them your knowledge, give them
Yeah, yeah,
the exposure to
yes,
you, your design?
yeah, yeah, I teach them. I teach them as a student.
Mhm.
Yeah, I teach them as a student. You see, I want to give what I have in me, what I have in me to them. So I think I have more than 15 people right now, and we are still like people are still coming. I think we can have 25 or so.
Wow.
So people are still coming. So I'm always teaching them. I want them to become more than me because I think if I give all that is in me to you,
Can make good
yeah,
use of
like
it and
you already. I believe that everybody in this world have his own ability. So if I give all that I have to you, you will be more than me. So that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And God being so good, I think like those who have been with me right now, we are also calling them masters. And I'm very happy. I have more than 7 people that we are calling them masters right now because of me. And I'm very grateful about that. Yeah, so I want to give them all that is in me for them to become more than me. Yeah, that's my
okay,
wish.
that's quite interesting. And then, um, okay, so being a designer, sometimes you need to set a target, set a goal, like where you really want to be, where you want to see yourself. So, where do you really want to see yourself at?
Okay, life, I believe life is always, you always have to be on the track. And tomorrow will determine. My vision is to become great. That's everybody's vision, to become great. And I'm still on the track. So right now that I've not finished yet, I wouldn't even know what I want to become. You see, I believe that the nature also got its own way to let you survive. So mine is doing my best. And I think if I do my best, God will do the rest. So I want to be great. That's all that I can say for now. I won't say that I want to become like this person, like this person. I've already told you my role model, and that used to be my uncle. So I just want to be great. I want people to get like what do you call it? I want people to I want to help people most. I want to help people
Help
most.
others
Like
to
yeah,
also get some
yeah,
some skilled work to do.
yeah. I want to help
That's
people
quite
most. Yeah.
interesting, and you're very generous of your heart, because some people have the knowledge, they've been doing a whole lot, but
I
they're
want
not
to
trying to.
I just want to be blessing to others. I want to be blessing to others.
How has your world turned to since you began that kind of clothing? How have the things turned into for you? Like, like say you were building, you started from somewhere, and how long did even took for things to turn around for you?
Oh, okay. Right now, I would say that we just bless God, and where I started, that not where am I right now. So it means God have done a very great thing for me, and it wasn't easy at all. We started like I started in a container. Right now, here I am having office, very big two shops at Asafo. We just bless God. And like I was too patient because I know my skill. I know the skill that God has blessed me with, and I believe that if the world find out, I'm going to be great. Eh? And I'm going to get a lot of things because of my skill. So it wasn't easy though, because you changing your price because that you think you work too hard and you think you get time for your client was even very big trouble for you, because if they go that normal this thing, the way that they will pay, it's like you times two. So what up? You guy cry, you see, and it wasn't easy, but you see, I did not give up. I think say it was time. I decided like I'm doing it, and I will do it till I make it. So things being normal was like I think 4 or 5 years. All that time it was very hard. It was very hard. Trust me, like if I open things like you would be surprised. It was very hard, but right now here we are, and we are doing yeah.
So, do you have a specific design that this one people have been requesting, and that's pushing you so far to a certain level?
Oh, that was the design that I was saying. The one that it was like
It's
kaftan with a suit
suit.
form.
Okay.
You see, we designers, we know each other. We
Okay.
know what like we know what we can do. You see, some a designer can see my design and say, "Hey, this guy there, the way sometimes she made a design, she made it too rich." We know each other. Me, I have some people that I believe them in this fashion game. I know people that I pay respect to them because we are on the same game and we know our strength. You see, so if your colleague created the design, you are the person who is going to find out that he used this layers, and you know how hard that layers is to be used. Sometimes some layers are very hard to be used. So if the person created a design and used that layers for it to look so nice, you yourself, say, hey, this design is very perfect. So that design made a lot of people, my own colleagues, appreciate my talent. So it pushed me so far. They sometimes call me to ask for the idea about layers, the way that they will make it too. You see,
Same
yeah,
design or
same
something
design,
like
yeah.
that.
So that design there, it has pushed me a lot.
That's quite interesting and very very thoughtful and nice. And okay, so what are the challenges that you guys find yourself within the fashion industry?
Oh, okay. I would say like
Financial or maybe well,
okay.
I remember I was talking to somebody and he was saying like like lack of financial support, lack of let's say um, materials and a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, that was then. That financial support. That was then. That was then. And what I would say is the problem that sometimes me myself I face is you will never ever see me in any fashion program. You will never ever see me in any fashion program because the truth is I know my gender, like I know myself, and this fashion. Oh, okay. Right now I can say it's all around. I don't know you. You don't know me, and we are all making a brand. You see, we are all making a brand, so I have to protect my brand. The client that I have, the customers that I have, they respect me, they know me for the way that they know me. So if I went to a program and I find someone who is also a fashion designer, but
In a different
like,
dimension or different.
like I'm coming, like if I take a picture with someone who is gay, are you getting me? And we posted it. I don't know, and some of my customers maybe it can tend to be like one of my customers know that person and he know him to be a gay. You get what I mean? So yes, and no more monta class in it to boom.
Birds, birds with the same feathers.
Yeah. You see, so so if you see me with that person, you are going to think twice.
Yes.
And yeah, that is happening in this fashion industry. Like I can say me how many more than 40% of them are gay.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you go to their program, you will be surprised. So I don't go to programs, I don't attend, like I hate that. I'm on my zone doing what I can do, helping people that I training people that I can train, and that is all. You get what I mean? Yeah, that's all. So that's the challenge that I think right now, Kabebi and Kamidi bet me a drew, no, because of that situation, you know, may you call but I'm still okay.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Yeah, that's the only challenging that I think I'm facing right now because they will send me message, they will call me to be on this program, and they make me the you know, I won't go.
Because
I
you
won't
don't
go.
want to find anything
Negative, like
attach your brand.
attach my brand.
Because you know how people talk about a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Even if he's only your friend,
Mm-hmm.
they might think, oh,
Yeah.
this person,
Yeah,
okay, you
yeah.
are from it. Okay, so, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah. Okay, okay.
yeah. The hotel and me the who so it's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
that's understandable.
Mhm.
And okay, so wrapping up, what will you, what advice will you give to all of our viewers who are let's say into fashion designs and all this stuff before we give you out your let's say your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handles for them to know this. If you want me, this is where you can find this. My contact number. This. What
Oh,
advice would you
yeah.
give to
What I
them?
would say is in life, you just have to believe in yourself. Like, if you know me well, my plan was to be a footballer. And I think, say, Bia right now, Kwankabia, Kablasta, and Kamabubia, Kamismepe. And sometimes, no, you always have to get plans and not one, two, three, more than 30 plans. If plan A doesn't work, you move to other plans till say a so I'll say Kasan, you find out say my plan, my first plan and working. And I can say I think say we cry say be my third plan because my ton phones and no nye ade talent e internet function because I yeah you will be ejuma me ton phones and if say bi anka me hu me hu say na me ball na I have to go and work like me nyansa no dwuma bi a na metena ase tɔn phones na I think say bi a right now can be baby sa so na ɛwɔ sɛ mekwete na me go back to fashion no na meyɛ right now here I am so I would say never give up right in your all your arms your head like can do spirit can never be part of you. You get what I mean? Everything is possible. You just have to believe in, yeah, you just have to believe in yourself, and that is all. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Very, very good. We really, really admire your courage and what you've been doing so far. And I and my crew will thanks you a lot. And before we go, we want you to give out your handles.
Or right now, I'm on Facebook, Zach Odiringi, but my page is Zach 10 Clothing, ZACK and number 10, and clothing KLODINZ. That is my clothing. And on IG, Zapten Clothing, the same thing. You can follow me on TikTok, Zapten Clothing. So that's the handles that I have for now.
Yes, this is where we are going to end this episode of Africa Talent Hunt. And I would say it was a beautiful discussion and very lovely. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook too. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys again. Thank you. We love you all. Bye bye.